What's going on, Rocket City? If you would like your car reviewed by us, please reach out to us at our email, rocketcityrides2023@gmail.com. This next car is a mid-2000s Golf GTI, and we're going to feature this on our channel next week, so please tune in. Alright, so this video here is featuring last Sunday's Euro Sunday car meet here in Rocket City. It was an amazing time. Got to talk to a lot of different people and folks about their cars, from classic Porsches to Mercedes and BMWs. So we decided to break this up and do a part 1 and a part 2. So definitely tune in next week as we be posting the part 2 of this event. So sit back and relax and enjoy all the amazing European cars that were brought here, and also take time to listen to the car reviews.
Car's a 1970 911. I bought it in December. I've been doing things slowly, but it's getting to a pretty good point. Car's different from other cars I've had. It's quite less horsepower, and so it really takes a lot of concentration to drive. Yeah, just a fun, engaging car.
A 2007 base model Volkswagen Rabbit 5-cylinder. But this car was originally built by C2 Motorsports in Louisville, Kentucky. This was their prototype test bed for the development of the 2.5 turbo kit that they used to sell. So this car, they did the bolt-on turbo kit, compression development, 1552, you may be familiar with them, 1552 wheels. Brad Beardo, actually, the owner of that company, built these one-off wide-body arches. This is a one-of-one set of these in the world. And the car, as such, has been fitted with some wider wheels and larger brakes. It originally came with 15x6 steel wheels from the factory. These are 18x10 forged BBS wheels at all four corners. And it wears an Alcon 4-piston big brake kit for the front. Also was scratch built for this particular car. There were no big brake kits for the Mark V cars at that point. And so there's a little bit more plumbing than you normally see in a 2.5 car. To dyno the car at 365 horsepower. That was in a previous configuration. I've replaced the motor a couple of times in this car. It's currently wearing a fresh motor that has stock compression and a rebuilt T3, T4 hybrid turbo.
84 911 with a wide body. Somebody did that in the early 90s, I think, put the wide body on it. I bought it in a barn about 3 years ago. It didn't run or drive. I pulled the motor and transmission out and rebuilt it, put it back in. So that's it. Screams now. It's got some aftermarket stuff. It's got a exhaust and a chip and some suspension work. I'm redoing the interior right now, putting new seats in it, and gonna upholster those at some point. That's pretty much it. Factory paint still. So looks pretty good for sitting in a barn for 10 years. Aspirated, non-turbo. When I bought it, it had 4 broken head studs, so that's why I pulled the motor. Still a little dirty under here. The 3.2, refreshed. It's got 90,000 miles on it. I did all the work.
Wow, that's awesome.
So it wasn't too bad. I was surprised. So first time I'd ever worked on something like this.
Right.
It's like driving a go-kart. You know, no power steering, very stiff. You want me to start it? You want to hear it?
Yeah, please. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So it's got an active exhaust. Another guy in town makes custom, so when you get a vacuum reference, the exhaust cuts out right after the headers, so sounds racy when you want it, and mild when you don't want it.
Right. Do you drive this daily?
I do sometimes. I drive about twice a week, so to work.
Yeah.
You know, split time. As you can see, it's dirty and got rock chips because I drive it a lot.
name's Earl Myers. My car is a 72 Volvo 1800 ES. ES standing for Einspritzen. Why they use the German word for injection, I don't know. And the S is a state. So, but anyway, I've owned this since 1997. I bought it from the original owner and when I was stationed in Colorado Springs. He had parked it and was holding on to it for his son, who announced he didn't want it because it was an old car. So I happened to be there at the right place at the right time, and I bought it. So it's a 2-liter, 4-cylinder, fuel injected, 4-wheel disc brakes, overdrive. It was a bit of ahead of its time in '72 when it was built. I use it now just for car shows, and I don't daily it anymore because the insurance, I've got it on an agreed value policy, American Collectors, and they put a limit on how much I can drive it. I really do enjoy driving it. It's air conditioned. It's a nice cruising car.
Well, hey, thanks for tuning in to this episode of Cars and Coffee from the Euro Sunday for the May event. So definitely tune in for next week. We're going to have a lot of things going on, the Golf GTI and part 2 of Euro Sunday. So again, thanks for tuning in, and remember, Rocket City, drive differently.